All right. Now you have, or you should have, two wheels. You can easily just duplicate these with Control D and have a bunch of them. We don't need we don't need three back wheels. We just need two. We have our build plate, our work plane, pardon me, set to kind of the same size as our build plate, so we can arrange these to kind of fit them on what will eventually be Control D, our 3D printing build plate. So we can kind of see where stuff's going to fit. We could throw the axles here, and then we'll build our frame over here. So we'll go ahead and pull out a box. We're going to make this a rectangle. We'll go ahead and make this like, let's call it 7 millimeters high. And then 70 wide feels fine by fit on the build plate easy, 23. So we want something long so you can stretch out the rubber band and get a lot of tension. So 23 feels good. And this also kind of all fits onto one build plate. And then we will go ahead and we're going to make this smaller. If we want our rubber band car to go far, we want the mass to be low. That way it's not working to move more mass. It's just going to push your car along. All right, so we have this box. We're going to make this a hole. We're going to want it to be 3 millimeters on each side. So we're actually going to subtract 6 millimeters. So it'll be 224 length. And then width is going to be 64. And now it'll be 3 millimeters thick. We'll center these up on all the sides here once we group it. Which should be plenty just to kind of give it some structure. This is not enough structure, so we're going to need to make some internal kind of frames here. The way we could go about that is you could draw stuff with the sketch tool, right, and kind of get a shape. That maybe like. On there, finish sketch, sure. And then just make this the right height. Oof. We're going to make it 7. Okay, and then you could actually Control duplicate and mirror it. Flipperooski. Boom. You got your internal frame. We could go ahead and I'm going to hit F so this is the center. Group these. Actually make these smaller, like 3 millimeters tall. Just enough to give it structure. You could also Control duplicate, mirror it this way. And you could put it down in the other corner of our frame here. So we just got to go down, look at it, make sure it's lined up. Okay. Make sure there's not a gap like this. If you could see that little blue, light blue line, there's a gap. So you want it to go into the actual frame there. If you want it to be perfectly in the frame, you'll have to change these snap grid settings to be really, really low. And then when you move the arrow keys, it's going to move it 0.1 millimeter per thing. So you can see when you see you can see when you see this light blue edge, you are leaving a little gap, but I press it one more time. My arrow key to the right, it actually goes into there. All right, and then we can just go ahead and grab all of these, hit F to kind of look at it all, hit L to check alignment. You can see they're not perfectly centered. We don't want to hit this one because we'll throw it back at all the shapes in the center. And then we can just group it. So you have a decent little structure for the frame. You could, if you want to do the same thing in the center here. So if you want to do another little guy, we could do something along here. Whatever the case may be, we can do it. I don't know how you guys want it to look, but it's up to you. Oh, this is the annoying part about the sketch here. I can never figure out. Oof. All right. We're going to finish this sketch and then we're actually going to delete it. But let's see how we could figure that one out. The alignment thing on the sketching is always confuzzling me of how to center it back up. Okay, we kind of have to do it from this view, I guess. Something that you like looks good enough to go ahead and make it 3 tall. Control D to duplicate. Hit M for mirror. Flip it. You got yourself a nice little brace. And well, let's go ahead and group all the shapes actually. Oh, so it looks decent. Sketch tool. You can kind of get different shapes. You can do curve shapes and lots of different things, but that's kind of the easiest way to just throw some braces in there for the frame. And there we go.